Hi, this is Attorney Mike. I'm coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today we're going to do another pseudo lawyer video. This one we're going to call pseudo lawyer number 2. It's Rick Martin's turn. We also have a fun little response on pseudo lawyer number 1. Let's do it. Okay, the setup here is Rick Martin is at his usual tricks, namely making a fool out of himself with confidence. It's good stuff, and he's made prior appearances on the channel, so I think this might qualify him for his own playlist and put him in the ranks with Ronnie Lee Davis, Kirk Pendergrass, and many other non-lawyer wannabe luminaries. But before we get to that, I've got a little response from the last video I did. It's kind of fun, and here it is.
So this video is about Law Talk with Mike. He made a video, reaction video to my video. It's basically saying that I used the COVID eviction moratorium to stop my eviction. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. You feel me? Like, the point is that the reaction videos don't bother me, because when I get the court paperwork showing that I'm right and I upload it, they're not going to respond.
And when you get evicted, which you no doubt will, you're not going to upload video of your eviction. But if I get lucky and somebody sends me video of that situation, I definitely will post a video on that.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or the dogs get it.
Ah, yes, here we go.
And what is that once more, so I can be refreshed? Okay. Now let me explain something to you. Okay, did you take an oath of office?
Oh boy, here we go.
You did. Okay, and that was to what? Follow the Constitution. Is that correct?
All right. The threshold question here is there anybody even on the other end of this phone? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Now, are you aware of a ruling, 1990 ruling, a wetland ruling, that was brought out by the Attorney General of Washington State, that stated that any executive order by the governor is no teeth, has no force of law, and that anybody following that order would be subject to not only official lawsuits, but you could be sued in your private capacity right now because you're.
This is just so delicious. Everything he says is wrong. The Attorney General of Washington State, I don't know if he's in Washington right now. Maybe that's applicable, but he was in Texas. Whatever. They don't issue rulings. They might say I'll pursue certain things. I doubt that's what the Attorney General said. Nor does it matter. Nor does he trump the courts. I mean, he just doesn't understand. And the first thing about law, it's fabulous.
Let me fill. That was the wetlands deal with the Attorney General here in Washington State.
Oh yeah, the wetlands deal. Yeah, very, very authoritative.
Actually, forward that. I actually came up from Texas to defend Bob the Barber. Now I'm going to defend this bar owner right now, because I'm telling you,
yeah, except you're not an attorney. So apparently he did go up to Washington from Texas for this. I don't know the time frame on this. I just came across it, and it's too good. But if there is actually somebody on the other line listening to this nonsense, it's hilarious. He's sitting here thumping his chest about how he's going to do things that he's not entitled to do.
You file on her any citations whatsoever or close her down. You are acting outside your oath of office. You're acting outside the Constitution. And as a constitutional lawyer myself that has over 30,000 hours of law study, I've put judges, I've put cops, I've got a younger brother that just happens to be the U.S. Marshal that doesn't have a problem arresting governors. We've already filed.
Wow. So there we are, just making an entire case. I haven't looked up the statute on unauthorized practice of law in Washington, but I would imagine he just met all the elements right there and videotaped it for authorities if they felt like prosecuting it. They tend to not prosecute all of these things. I get that question a lot because, frankly, he's not a big enough fish. He doesn't matter enough. But as people start having consequences, or later when he actually stepped into a court in Michigan, you get held in contempt and thrown in the clink.
Filed on the governor of this state. We've already filed against the the Attorney General Ferguson and Bill Gates. Now, I'm going to explain something to you. If you proceed with this, I'm going to sue you.
Okay, so he can't file against anybody. Their client could file pro se. I mean, his client. He doesn't have a client. He's not an attorney. But the person he's claiming to represent could file pro se actions, and I guess he could ghostwrite them, which is a frightening thought. All of this is just, of course, completely silly.
In your private capacity, okay? That means I'm going to sue you for your house and everything you own. Is it worth it to you to proceed on this?
You're not going to sue anybody. I mean, what you're just describing, if there's a cause of action, it's not yours, and you're not an attorney. So you're not suing anybody here.
This violation of the Constitution. You took an oath, and I will hold you accountable. I will put your feet to the fire. Are you aware of what I'm saying? Well, we got protesters, but that doesn't excuse the law. Well, I just explained the law to you.
You did no such thing. It's also hilarious. I mean, I don't want to get too inside baseball because it's just dumb on every level. But what he's suggesting is that if you could find some constitutional violation, the remedy for that would likely be a court saying knock it off if somebody was outside their oath. I doubt they are. I don't even know what the underlying merits of this are. But if they are, that happens. The remedy is probably, hey, stop that or whatever. Not a large, civil damages judgment in favor of a private party. Very unlikely. Plausible, but unlikely.
Well, he says he can't hear me over the protesters, and I got somebody else calling in. They're going to have to hold. But explain to him that I'm going to hold him accountable in his own private capacity if he issues a citation. Okay. That excuse of he can't hear over the protesters does not excuse him violating his oath of office, and I will sue him in his private capacity.
Oh, keep barking, little doggy.
Okay? I will sue him in his private capacity. That means I'm going to take his house. I'm going to take everything that he owns. His cars, everything. I'm going to leave him homeless on the street if he issues a citation. He's going to be nothing but shredded underwear when I'm done with him.
Okay, so the source I got this from uploaded it in June 2020. So let's see those receipts now, Rick. I mean, I'm not sure if you're out of jail yet for unauthorized or for contempt or unauthorized practice of law, but if you are, send it to me. Show me all the results that you have along these the lines of these threats here.
And where's the U.S. Marshal? I want to talk to that son of a gun too. Okay, so what? You have 200 protesters walking down your street right now. Are they breaking and vandalizing? Okay. Okay. Well, here's the bottom line is, okay, you're going to make him aware of this. What we're doing is we're actually filing charges under section. Can you hear this? You might want to write it down.
You don't file charges. Not only is he not an attorney, he's certainly not a state's attorney or a prosecutor of any kind. And that's who files charges. Again, fundamental misunderstanding of all law at every level.
There's Section 802 of the Patriot Act. We're holding everybody in violation of their oath of office accountable for domestic terrorism. That's what we're filed against your governor as well. So you tell him, if he issues you a citation, I'm going to come at him with Section 802. You hear me? Section 802 as a domestic terrorist, and that's under the Patriot Act. And if he wants to follow through, I will not only come after him for everything he got, but I can hold him indefinitely in prison. Got it?
Interesting.
You're welcome. Bye.
Wow, the delusion in that is fantastic. I'm having fun with this. I just started this series. I think, like I said, Rick is going to get his own playlist as well because he's got a few other appearances, and it's always a good time. I don't know if he'll produce any new material. I think he went to jail, but I don't. He may even be out already. So I don't know if he's free to go. Make more crazy stuff like this, but we'll find out. Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.